Hey kids, welcome back to another episode of Old Man Plays CFL Fantasy. Hey, I'm in the playoffs. Managed to win over Cooper Trooper 42, I believe, which I think is Ryan Coop from the CFC Countdown. I beat him by about 5 points. He's way up in the standings, and I had, I think, 98.3 and he had 95 point something. So right in that, or 93 point something. So right in that 5-point range. And as a reward, I'm in the playoffs, and guess who I play? Cooper Trooper 42. So it's tough to win twice in a row. First round, who knows? Am I on a run or one and done? I don't know. At least I'm there. So this week, we don't have a lot of games to talk about. Saskatchewan at Ottawa is an interesting one. Saskatchewan has Campbell still out on the one corner, and Sales has a game-time decision on the other corner. Now, we all saw what happened with Montreal when they had to play without their two starting corners. They've also released Kosciuszko and moved Rivas back to safety, and I think put Antoine Brooks, the third, I think it is, in at the Sam linebacker. So lots of changes back there. And you got Drew Brown, who the first game against them threw for over 400 yards and a loss, so he might be a good choice. And then, of course, Harris, I might stay away from him a little bit, just because he hasn't had the greatest of games lately. Teams seem to be learning how to play the opening Saskatchewan quarter. They know Saskatchewan's going to run the ball and then throw a slant or a curl for first down, and they've started figuring that out. So I'd be careful about going too much there. If you do want to go with Brown, a couple of, it's your standard choices. Addison might be your best choice to team up with him, but on the other hand, you've also got Hardy and maybe Lewis. For Saskatchewan, you've got Keyshawn Johnson is averaging about 72 yards a game on 5-6 catches. So there's some points to be had there. Myers doesn't get so many catches, but good yardage. He's averaging 55. I think I'd stay there. And then Emlis in his second game back, he's averaging about 30 yards a game, but he's been out so much. And I have a feeling that we're going to start seeing him pick up. So I might go that way. And then we get on to Hamilton and Toronto. Yes. Sorry, old man's a little confuddled today. So Hamilton, of course. I mean, really, there's not too many quarterbacks to avoid. Bo is usually good. He had a bad week last week, but I'm sure he's going to bounce back. And the usual suspects there, Lawler, Smith, White, are all good to team him up with. And then in Toronto, we have Arbuckle should be in again. And so Herslow is an absolute lock for me. Other ones that are worth looking at, Mattel, Brissett, and Unger still gets like 42 yards a game. So as a lower price option, he might be worthwhile. And of course, like I said, Arbuckle, when he's on, he's well worth doing it. And then we get to the last one where we've got BC and Calgary. Now, Calgary VA's been off, but you never know when he's going to come back. So depending on how adventurous you feel, maybe you want to go there. And then if you're going to do that, Rhymes gets about 50, 51 yards a game. And really that's, the rest are a hash. They're all Philpott, Jones, Barnes. They're all around about 30 yards a game. On the BC side, if Katoy's back, he might be a good value option, and I think Hatcher and McInnes at this point have to be a lock. And, frankly, Nathan, I think, has to be a lock with his ability to both run the ball in and pass it. So, that's about the week. And I'm going to keep doing these, just so you know, through the season. But I may be done with the podcast league next week. Where's my optimism? Heck, I'll be in the second round. We're going for the belt. So, okay, let's fire up fantasy on the old computer here and see what we can find for a team. Here we go. I said I wanted to start with Nathan Rourke. And then I wanted to put in Definitely Keon Hatcher and McInnes here and Herslow. Okay, so now that gets interesting. We've got those filled out, so I've got to see what I can get for a running back and defenses, and not a lot of money left over. Let's see, $12K. So select a defense, and let's see, we'll go by price here, and who's the cheapest of them all? Ottawa Red Blacks at 4.0, 4.5 for Hamilton. Well, let's go with Ottawa. Okay, now running backs. So that means we've got about $8K to spend on running backs. Johnny Augustine for 2.8. He may get a point here or there, so let's put him in. And that leaves me now, how much do I have? 5.4. But Bertrand Houdon is the backup this time. Oh, and I cannot quite afford him. Oh dear, 5.5 and I've got 5.4. So can I save anywhere here? Oh, I'm going to have to pick a 2.5 one. Okay. So out of the 2.5s, who's got the best chance of maybe getting in there? Let's go with Choquette in Calgary and hope that he spells off Mills for a while. I'm taking a real chance here on my running backs. Chances are I may get so I'm spending 8 on the running backs. That means I need to get about 14 points out of them, probably 12 to 14 to be in around the 100-point range. That's going to be tough with these two, but the others are all strong enough. I think that's what I'm going with. So here's the team. Defense is the Ottawa Red Blacks. Quarterback is BC's Nathan Rourke. Running backs, Thomas Bertrand Houdon from Saskatchewan and Choquette, I believe it's pronounced, from Calgary. And my wide receivers, Keon Hatcher and Justin McInnes, both from BC. My flex is Jumpin' Jake Herslow out of Toronto. We'll make Nathan the captain and lock it in. So that's it. Them's my picks. Comes with the usual caveat. If you're going to use them, do so at your own peril. I am doing fairly well, but who knows what the week will bring. It's a bunch of excitement, and of course it is fun. Remember, please subscribe here, whether you're on a YouTube or a podcatcher. Subscribe on both. They help make us look more popular. And then, of course, please, comments, likes, rate and review on the podcatchers. Do what you can to help us out. You'll make us happy. And I don't know. That's your good deed for the day, I guess. That's about all I've got. Until next week, Oldman signing off.